just gotta go faster than the speed of light, far beyond the speed of light. You gotta break the rule, Barry, and you gotta do it now.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 greatest Barry Allen Flash moments.
This is what I've been running towards all these years. It's time for Flash to vanish in crisis.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most impressive, iconic, and incredible feats this version of the Scarlet Speedster had accomplished in any medium. Since we'll be speeding through some vital story details, beware of spoilers from the Flash TV show, 2023 movie, and more. Which Barry Allen moment impressed you the most? Run down to the comments and let us know below. Number 20. Catching everyone on a train, The Flash.
If you wanted to get away, you should have taken something faster than a train.
That's if I wanted to get away.
When the Scarlet Speedster corners Captain Cold on a train, the chilling villain uses his cold gun on their car wheels. The sudden freeze causes a chain reaction that derails the large transport. Unable to stop the train from crashing, Barry pushes himself to use his speed to get all the passengers to safety. The combination of lightning-fast visuals and slow motion made this scene look absolutely gorgeous. And while Barry's actions here were praiseworthy, he eventually tops himself during another transit incident. When two bullet trains are set to collide, the Flash saves both hundreds of people and his friend Caitlin's coffee in less than 30 seconds.
Amazing. You got everyone to safety in what, 20 seconds?
12, actually. Try a coffee.
Number 19, refusing to slow down for a bomb, Justice League Doom. While Flash is attempting to save an innocent woman from a death trap, a powerful explosive gets bolted to his wrist. The vicious Mirror Master then reveals that if the hero runs the bomb away from civilians, it will explode as soon as the speedster slows down.
Once you start running, if you decelerate,
It explodes.
you've got 12 seconds to decide what to do. I don't much care which way you go.
A determined Flash accepts the consequences and starts moving as fast as he can. Seeing Barry put himself in danger without a moment's thought highlighted why he's such a great hero. And although he stumbles and gets tired during his continuous run, it's inspiring that he never gives up.
You think that'll slow it down enough?
Just to make one misstep.
Got it. At least if it doesn't work, nobody dies but me.
Fortunately, Barry maintains his speed until a tip from Batman saves the speedster from a deadly explosion. Number 18, defeating Amazo without his speed, The Flash. Thanks to a Freaky Friday body swap incident, Barry Allen loses all of his speedy skills and picks up Green Arrow's archery abilities. But the speedster didn't lose his quick wit. Barry's brain comes in handy when he and his allies face the ignorantic Amazo. After the heroes realize they can't overpower the robot, they decide to give it a virus.
Oliver, you're gonna have to counteract Amazo's phasing while Supergirl and Superman hold it.
Got it!
I'll only have one shot. Now bring me that virus, Cisco.
Barry immediately comes up with a way for his allies to lock Amazo down. Once secure, the Green Flash makes a 1 in a million shot that delivers the virus and defeats the robot.
Amazo, you have failed this city.
The amazing accomplishment proved that Barry doesn't need his speed to stop supervillains. Number 17, Reconstructing a Building, The Flash, Volume 3, Issue 2. Barry Allen's speed grants him the ability to build inanimate objects in the blink of an eye. However, it was still surprising to see how far he could push that skill.
You know, if you ever decided that you didn't want to be the Flash, you have a good future at being a contractor.
Shortly after battling a few villains, an energy surge from their transportation device ripples outwards towards an apartment building. Flash was easily able to get every resident out before the structure collapses. When a civilian questions where they'll live, Barry raced to the library, quickly read about architecture, and learned enough to rebuild their home. His generous actions left the civilians stunned. Who knew Barry's speed reading techniques could be used to save a home?
Seems like a lot of local businesses are being rebuilt at night. In secret.
Number 16, accidentally learning how to time travel, The Flash. A revenge-obsessed version of Weather Wizard decided that he'd feel better if he destroyed Flash's hometown. The villain ends up summoning a gigantic tidal wave to drown the city. Fortunately, The Flash learns that he can stop the disaster by running back and forth at high speeds.
By running back and forth. How fast?
I don't know if you can run that fast.
The hero moves so fast that he accidentally breaks the rules of reality and travels back in time before the wave. While it was fun to see Barry discover this ability, this save really stood out because it had numerous side benefits. By resetting the day, the Flash is able to stop Weather Wizard before he strikes, and indirectly prevents his friend Cisco's death. Barry's temporal blunder turned out to be the very thing that saved Central City.
How did this happen? I don't know. I mean, I was running faster than I've ever ran. And the first time that I lived this day, some really horrible things happened. There was a tidal wave.
No, do not tell me.
Number 15, turning against a corrupt Superman. Injustice, God Among Us. On an Earth where the Man of Steel became a tyrant, Barry Allen voluntarily helped the Kryptonians regime maintain power. The speedster stood by Superman's side until the former Blue Boy Scout slayed Shazam. Seeing the magical hero perish gave Barry the push he needed to turn away from the Man of Steel.
I let myself believe we were making things better. But we're not. I can't do this anymore. I'm done.
However, the speedster wasn't allowed to just run away. In order to escape, Flash had to defeat Hal Jordan and Solomon Grundy. Taking down just one of those opponents is incredibly difficult. But for Barry Allen, his impressive victories were just the first couple of stepping stones on his path of redemption.
Desertion, Flash? Poor timing, don't you think? You're right. I should have done this sooner.
Number 14, vibrating an entire plane. The Flash Volume 4, Issue 3. During the 5th season premiere of The Flash, a metahuman damaged a plane so severely that it couldn't stay airborne. The trio of Barry, Norwest Allen, and Wally team up to vibrate so fast that the aerial vehicle phases through solid objects.
You're no longer you now.
You're no longer you.
You're part of something greater.
Part of something greater.
Part of the Speed Force.
That's right. All right. It's ours.
The tremendous save was somehow even more stunning in the comics. When Barry spots a plane that's about to collide with a bridge, he vibrates the entire aircraft solo. He understandably needs a breather after performing this spectacular speed feat. We're glad the show brought attention to this epic Flash moment by putting their own spin on the incident in live action.
Your face.
For the first time.
Number 13, Barry Allen meets Barry Allen? Arrow. Throughout the massive Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover event, heroes from across the multiverse came together to save all of existence. While Barry was zipping around the Speed Force, he accidentally came into contact with Ezra Miller's version of the character. This once-in-a-lifetime meeting was full of fantastic jokes and great acting. They even got to admire each other's suits. Additionally, their meeting carried weight because Grant Gustin's Barry helped Miller's Allen get a superhero name.
The Flash?
The Flash? The Flash?
It's complicated.
This cool and crucial meeting of the two Flashes was arguably one of the best crossovers of the entire multi-episode special. We'd love to see these two reunite to face off against a villain someday.
I'm Barry Allen. No! What does that mean? How can this...
This should be impossible now.
It should be impossible now?
Number 12, resetting the universe. Justice League Dark, Apocalypse War.
You know what you have to do, mate. Clear the board. Start again.
Another flashpoint.
After Darkseid invaded Earth, the planet was left on the brink of destruction. Flash and all of the rest of the heroes initially wanted to save what remained of their home. Unfortunately, it soon becomes clear that billions of people might die before they make any difference. Left with no other options, Constantine asks Flash to use his time travel to reset the world.
It won't be perfect. It'll be a long sight better than what we got now.
The amount of sadness in Barry's voice as he thought the proposal over was heartbreaking. But although he's reluctant to mess around with time, he pushes past his reservations and decides to start running. While we never see the results of this bittersweet run, we still applaud Barry for giving Earth another chance. Number 11, entering Flash time to stop a nuke, The Flash. It looked like all hope was lost when a villain activated a nuclear bomb powerful enough to destroy Central City. In an instant, Barry entered Flash time and started moving so fast that people and objects seemed to be frozen in place. But since time didn't completely freeze, the speedster still had to figure out how to stop the bomb before it went off.
How'd you do that?
I'm not sure. I've been able to do it ever since I came out of the Speed Force.
A hell of a new trick.
Look, right now...
I know. Jesse showed me the nuke.
Barry pushed his body to the breaking point while trying and failing to save the day multiple times. But in the end, a quick chat with Iris gives him the push he needed to stop the nuke. Thanks to an awe-inspiring special effects and a nail-biting plot, this Flash save becomes one of the show's most celebrated scenes.
Flash. Are we dead?
No.
That's good.
Number 10, streaking past Superman, The Flash Rebirth issue number 3.
Flash, do you really think you stand a chance against the Man of Steel?
Man of Steel, feet of lead.
May I quote you?
Can the fastest man alive outrun the alien that moves faster than a speeding bullet? Fans have pondered that question for decades. While the answer has changed numerous times over the years, there was one occasion where the Scarlet Speedster was definitely the undisputed winner. Shortly after members of the Justice League realized there was something wrong with Barry, the Speedster ran away. It doesn't take long for Superman to catch up. However, everything changes when the Man of Steel brings up the fact that he's beaten Flash in races. The Speedster replies that their previous competitions were for charity and speeds away. Barry's epic burn made his victory here immensely satisfying. Flash definitely deserved the title of fastest man alive after this run.
You know, Flash, this morning I thought you were just a hyperactive jerk, but you're okay.
Number 9, Flash fights Oliver Queen, The Flash.
You need to calm down, and you need to hold on.
In the aptly named Flash vs. Arrow episode, a metahuman forces Barry to be consumed by rage. To stop the speedster, Oliver Queen suits up and fights his ally. The fight has excellent choreography that perfectly highlights each hero's strength. It was also interesting and terrifying to see a version of the Flash that was this intimidating.
Where are you going? We're not done!
At multiple points during the battle, it looked like Barry was going to actually kill Oliver. Fortunately, the Flash's allies are able to restore him back to normal before anyone dies. But we'd be lying if we didn't say that we were curious to know who would have ultimately won this deathmatch if they continue fighting. Number 8, recreating the experiment that created the Flash, Justice League, the Flashpoint Paradox. Shortly after Barry goes back to the past to alter the timeline, he returns to a present where the world is on the brink of a destructive war. To add insult to injury, he no longer has his speed. Barry eventually decides to turn the tables by recreating the circumstances that gave him powers.
This is crazy. You ought to be in Arkham.
Maybe so, but I need to recreate the conditions of the accident that turned me into the Flash. Strap me in.
Since this process involves dangerous chemicals and requires him to be struck by lightning, there was an incredibly high chance that he could have died while trying to get his powers back. But the heroic Barry was willing to sacrifice everything to undo his past mistakes. It takes 2 painful attempts before he regains his speed. Barry's determination to push through pain was nothing less than remarkable.
Your burns are healing. You should be dead.
Your bedside manner sucks. If I didn't have the Speed Force helping me heal, I'd find another doctor.
Number 7, defeating Savitar, The Flash. The sinister Savitar was essentially an evil clone of Barry that needed to kill Iris West in the past to ensure he existed in the future.
What do you want? I'm busy. Doing what? Getting erased from existence? We will see which one of us gets erased.
When it becomes clear to the villain that he can't pull off his plan, he decides to slay as many of the Speedster's loved ones as possible. But Barry refuses to let this happen. In a jaw-dropping moment, the hero vibrates so fast that he knocks his Savitar out of his villainous supersuit. Barry also refuses to give into the darkness and kill his opponent either.
How does it feel to get so close to your ascension and end up on the ground?
This win is impressive because Savitar's supersuit gave him a huge power advantage. Although Iris ultimately put Savitar down, Barry unquestionably proved that his good nature triumphed over any evil instincts.
I'll never let the pain and darkness determine who I am. I will never be you.
Number 6, letting his mom go. The Flash. Years after Barry's mother was slain by the Reverse Flash, he gains the ability to go to the past and save her. But when he arrives, a version of himself from another point in time encourages him not to act. Our hearts broke along with Barry as he listens to his mother receive a fatal wound. We only got more choked up when the Flash kneeled by his mom's side and reassured her that he was going to be alright.
I got a second chance to come back here. To tell you that I'm okay.
Even though Barry doesn't save his mother, letting her death happen kept the rest of the timeline from warping beyond recognition. His tragic and selfless sacrifice required an immense amount of inner strength. Number 4, Humiliating Reverse Flash, The Flash. Eobard Thawne became infamous when he revealed that he specifically traveled back in time to kill Barry's mother. The villain known as the Reverse Flash also made things worse by pretending to be the benevolent mentor to the hero. That's why it was satisfying to see Barry, Oliver, and Firestorm take Thawne down.
Thanks, fellas. No problem.
6 seasons after the heroic trio worked together, Thawne tried to attack Barry again, but Flash had become so fast that he didn't even have to try to outspeed his nemesis. Watching Thawne throw a tantrum because he was no longer a threat to Barry was awesome.
What did you do?
I got faster. Didn't you?
In the end, Reverse Flash couldn't do anything but run away from the powerful hero he created. Number 3, turning back time, Zack Snyder's Justice League. Our jaws dropped when the heroes failed to stop Steppenwolf's sinister plan to terraform Earth in the Snyder Cut. Just when it seemed like the world was beyond recovery, Barry realized that he could still save the day. In an absolutely gorgeous scene, the speedster used his ability to travel backwards in time.
Just gotta go faster than the speed of light, far beyond the speed of light. Gotta break the rule, Barry, and you gotta do it now.
The Earth returned underneath his feet as he ran towards the moment that decided the fate of the entire world. This scene's amazing CGI, emotional weight, and impressive display of speed surprisingly didn't exist in the original cut of the film. Fans were glad that their push for the Snyder Cut gave us a now legendary Flash scene.
It's all right now.
Number 2, opening the door to the multiverse, Flash 123.
It was nice having you out there with me.
Yeah, I've never had a sidekick.
Oh, I'm your sidekick.
Well, as a senior partner.
Senior citizens.
Nowadays, fans barely bat an eye when DC characters travel to or from different worlds. These crossovers might not have been so commonplace if it wasn't for Barry Allen. In one landmark story, he vibrated so fast that he accidentally traveled to another Earth. Barry quickly races to meet Jay Garrick's Flash to report what happened. After the two talk, they compare notes, team up, and defeat rogues. Not only did this epic crossover inspire Jay Garrick to come out of retirement, but it also made readers crave more stories about classic DC heroes like him. Their collaboration laid the foundation for epic multiverse crossovers like Crisis on Infinite Earths. Barry's vibration shook open the door that isn't likely to be closed anytime soon.
Just as there are infinite Earths in the multiverse, there are infinite possibilities to the future. It's always bending, always changing. Every decision you make creates another alternative.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, making the ultimate sacrifice, Crisis on Infinite Earths number 8.
This is what I've been running towards all these years. It's time for Flash to vanish in Crisis.
Before the Anti-Monitor could destroy 5 universes with his antimatter cannon, Barry escaped his prison and found the weapon. The hero soon realized the only way to stop it was to run at a speed that would likely kill him. After just a moment of pause, Barry ran into the machine and his body were no more. Thanks to his selfless actions, the remaining beings were able to rally and topple the Anti-Monitor. Barry's brave run ensured that an untold number of lives across the multiverse had a chance to live full lives. And as an added bonus, he did get to come back to life later. Barry definitely deserved to run after accomplishing what many consider to be his greatest feat of all time.
Iris, I told you I'd come running home to you.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.